Every moment of this journey will remind you the unseen wonders of planet Earth. Beneath the endless sky, our planet holds breathtaking wonders few have ever witnessed. Hidden deep within remote landscapes and cradled by the forces of nature, these awe-inspiring places seem to belong to another world. Towering cliffs, sculpted by ancient winds, crystal-clear lakes hidden within dense forests, deserts that sing with the shifting of sands. Each wonder whispers stories older than time itself.
Why did you cancel your Midjourney subscription?
I found this hidden AI that does everything I want for a one-time cost. I'll show you.
How much do you know about our planet? We have a quiz for you. Which country is famous for its castles and the Loch Ness Monster? Please leave your answer in the comments below. Today, you are invited to embark on a journey beyond the familiar. This is not just a tour, it's an awakening, a chance to see Earth's most extraordinary masterpieces, places where the raw power of nature meets untouched beauty. As you travel through these magnificent realms, you'll feel the thrill of discovery, the rush of standing where few have stood, and the quiet wonder of realizing just how much mystery still lies within our world. Before we embark on exploring the mysterious beauty of our planet together, we'd like to share an interesting fact with you. Coral reefs are among the oldest living structures on Earth. Some are over 5,000 years old. Every moment of this journey will remind you the greatest marvels of all are not always found in distant galaxies, but right here, on the only home we have ever known. Step into the unknown and let the untouched wonders of Earth leave an unforgettable mark on your soul. Great Blue Hole. Off the coast of Belize lies the Great Blue Hole, a breathtaking underwater sinkhole over 1,000 feet across and more than 400 feet deep.
Firefox Fast and Private Browser.
Formed during the last ice age when sea levels were much lower, this giant marine cavern once stood above water as a limestone cave. Its perfectly circular shape and rich blue color make it a magnet for divers and scientists. Inside, massive stalactites reveal its ancient history, while crystal-clear waters and rare marine life create a true natural wonder. Victoria Falls. Straddling the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe, Victoria Falls is one of the most awe-inspiring natural wonders on Earth. Known locally as Mosi Oatunya, meaning the smoke that thunders, the falls were formed over 2 million years ago during intense geological shifts in the Earth's crust. Water from the mighty Zambezi River plunges over a basalt cliff, stretching more than 1 mile wide, and drops into a narrow gorge over 350 feet deep. Victoria Falls is not just a waterfall. It is a living landscape of roaring mist, lush rainforests fed by the spray, and ancient rocky formations. Its geological story is written in the deep cracks and zigzagging gorges that the river continues to carve today. During peak flow, more than 500 million cubic meters of water cascade over the edge every minute, creating a sight so powerful it can be heard from over 25 miles away. Sahara Desert. Spanning over 3 million square miles across North Africa, the Sahara Desert is the largest hot desert in the world, roughly the size of the entire United States. But this sea of sand wasn't always barren. Around 7,000 years ago, it was a lush green savanna, filled with lakes, wildlife, and early human settlements. The Sahara formed as shifts in Earth's orbit, changed the region's climate, drying up the land and creating vast dunes, rocky plateaus, salt flats, and volcanic mountains. Temperatures can soar above 120 degrees Fahrenheit during the day and plummet to near freezing at night. Beneath the sands lie rich aquifers and ancient fossils, telling stories of a once thriving world.
This AI tool is better than 11 labs for one-time cost. Now you can create long-length audio.
Though it appears lifeless, the Sahara supports nomadic cultures, desert foxes, date palms, and resilient life forms adapted to one of the planet's harshest environments. Iguazu Falls. Hidden within the subtropical rainforests of northern Argentina, Iguazu Falls is one of the most spectacular waterfall systems on Earth. Formed nearly 200 million years ago by volcanic activity and shifting tectonic plates, the falls stretch across nearly 2 miles and consist of over 270 separate cascades. The heart of this natural wonder is the Devil's Throat, a massive U-shaped chasm where water plunges more than 250 feet with thunderous power. The surrounding terrain is carved from ancient basalt rock, creating dramatic cliffs, islands, and lush ecosystems. Iguazu Falls sits at the junction of Argentina, Brazil, and Paraguay, and its tropical climate feeds a biodiverse wonderland of toucans, jaguars, and towering fig trees. The sound of the falls can be heard from miles away, an endless roar echoing through one of South America's most breathtaking landscapes. Serengeti National Park. Serengeti National Park, stretching over 5,700 square miles in northern Tanzania, is one of the world's oldest and most iconic ecosystems. Formed millions of years ago by volcanic activity, its endless plains, rocky outcrops known as kopias, and scattered acacia trees define its breathtaking landscape. Beneath the surface, ancient volcanic ash has enriched the soil, creating lush grasslands that support the largest terrestrial mammal migration on Earth. Every year, over 1 million wildebeests, hundreds of thousands of zebras, and countless gazelles move in a timeless cycle across the park. The Serengeti's mild, dry climate and open terrain have remained largely unchanged for thousands of years, preserving a vivid window into the natural world as it once was. Gobi Desert.
4,000 वॉच आवर्स और बिना मोनेटाइजेशन चैनल से कमाई कैसे शुरू होगी? फिर मुझे
The Gobi Desert, sprawling across northern China and southern Mongolia, is a vast and ancient land of extremes. Covering over 500,000 square miles, it is the fifth largest desert in the world and the largest in Asia. Unlike the Sahara's endless sand dunes, much of the Gobi is made up of bare rock, gravel plains, and windswept plateaus shaped by millennia of tectonic uplift and erosion. This arid expanse once formed the floor of a prehistoric sea, and later cradled parts of the fabled Silk Road, making it a crossroads of both geology and human history. The region is also one of the richest sources of dinosaur fossils on Earth, especially in Mongolia's Flaming Cliffs, where the first dinosaur eggs were discovered in the early 20th century. With temperatures that swing from scorching heat to below freezing cold, the Gobi remains one of the planet's most fascinating and unforgiving frontiers. Door to Hell. Deep in the Karakum Desert of Turkmenistan lies a blazing crater known as the Door to Hell. This fiery pit, over 200 feet wide and nearly 70 feet deep, has been burning continuously since the early 1970s. Soviet geologists accidentally created it while drilling for natural gas. When the ground collapsed into an underground cavern, they set it alight to prevent the spread of methane. They thought the fire would burn out in a few days, but it's still raging over 50 years later. Surrounded by desolate dunes and eerie silence, the crater glows like a furnace from another world, attracting daring travelers to witness Earth's most surreal inferno. Antarctica. Antarctica, Earth's southernmost continent, is a frozen giant twice the size of Australia, covered by an ice sheet that holds about 90% of the world's fresh water. It formed over 34 million years ago. Its vast, windswept plateaus and towering glaciers hide rugged mountain ranges and even dormant volcanoes beneath the ice.
एक बार ये वीडियो देखो। ये वीडियो भी पूरी तरीके से एआई से बनी हुई है और ऐसी वीडियोस आप भी बना सकते हो। और अगर अगले 4 घंटे के अंदर मैं स्टेप बाय स्टेप लाइव आपकी ऐसी पहली फिल्म नहीं बनवा देता हूं तो मैं आपको दूंगा 110% मनी बैक, नो क्वेश्चंस आस्क्ड। हाय एवरीवन, मेरा नाम ध्रुव है और इस इंडस्ट्री में बिना किसी कनेक्शन के आई हैव बीन एबल टू जनरेट इंक्वायरीज फ्रॉम मल्टी बिलियन डॉलर ब्रांड्स जैसे कि निविया, मैकडॉनल्ड्स, श्रीराम फाइनेंस, बिरला ओपस और भी काफी सारे। देखो, अभी मार्केट में एआई फिल्म्स की जो डिमांड है वो बहुत ज्यादा है और गुड क्वालिटी सप्लाई जो है वो बहुत कम है। इसीलिए मेरे वर्कशॉप में मैं आपको सिर्फ ट्रेड सीक्रेट्स ही नहीं बल्कि आपकी पहली एआई फिल्म लाइव बनवाने वाला हूं स्टेप बाय स्टेप, सिर्फ 4 घंटे के अंदर। और अगर मैं ऐसा नहीं कर पाता हूं तो मैं आपको दूंगा आपका पैसा 110% वापस। मैं आपके लिए पूरा रिस्क ले रहा हूं, तो नीचे दिए गए लिंक पे क्लिक करो, वर्कशॉप के लिए रजिस्टर करो और मैं आपसे मिलूंगा सैटरडे को लाइव।
भाई साहब लोग परेशान हैं कि किस तरीके से वो अपनी वीडियो को वायरल करें। मैं हजारों वीडियोस वायरल कर चुका हूं। तो आप अगर चाहते हैं तो यहाँ पे साइन अप का बटन है, क्लिक करिए और सीधा मेरे मास्टर क्लास में ये जो व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में आप ज्वाइन करेंगे तो आपको मिल जाएगा, जहां मैं पूरे वायरल कैसे होना है एक वीडियो को, उसका एक मास्टर क्लास सिखाता हूं कंप्लीट फ्रेमवर्क के साथ। उसके बाद आपको हजारों वीडियो देखने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, आपका समय कम बचेगा और आप ज्यादा स्पीड से भागोगे। एक मेथड दूं, ऐसे करके जब कोई पर्सन चलता है तो हवाओं से वो पीछे की तरफ झुकता है और ऐसे करके शार्प निगाहों से आगे बढ़ोगे तो आप बहुत तेजी से आगे जाओगे। तो आ जाओ, मास्टर क्लास में सिखाता हूं, नीचे लिंक है।
The coldest place on Earth, temperatures can plunge below minus 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Despite the harsh climate, life persists, from resilient penguins to hardy mosses, and its untouched, alien-like landscapes continue to captivate explorers and scientists alike. Caño Cristales. Nestled within Colombia's the Serranía de la Macarena lies Caño Cristales, often dubbed the River of Five Colors or the Liquid Rainbow. Stretching over 60 miles, this river dazzles with hues of red, yellow, green, blue, and black, especially from late June through November. The vibrant display is primarily due to the aquatic plant Macarenia clavigera, which thrives in the river's clear waters, turning brilliant red under optimal sunlight and water conditions. Geologically, Caño Cristales flows over ancient quartzite rocks formed approximately 1.2 billion years ago, part of the Guyana Shield. The river's terrain features rapids, waterfalls, and unique formations called giant's kettles, created by pebbles swirling in circular motions over millennia. Situated at the convergence of the Andes, Amazon, and Orinoco regions, the area boasts rich biodiversity, including hundreds of bird species and various amphibians and reptiles. Despite its remote location, Caño Cristales has become a sought-after destination, offering a mesmerizing blend of geology, ecology, and natural beauty. Tolantongo. Hidden in the mountains of central Mexico, about 4 hours north of Mexico City, lies Tolantongo, a geothermal paradise carved into a dramatic box canyon. This natural wonder is famous for its turquoise hot spring pools that cling to cliff edges, naturally heated by volcanic activity deep beneath the earth. Fed by mineral-rich water from underground rivers, the pools maintain an average temperature of about 97 degrees Fahrenheit.
बस बाल डैमेज ना हो।
हसीना जुल्फों
ये बालों से गाना कैसे?
वाली जाने जा देती है काफिर
बाल तो खुशी से गाएंगे क्योंकि गोदरेज रिच क्रीम हेयर कलर में है 10 गुना ज्यादा एलोवेरा। अब कलर्ड बाल दिखेंगे सॉफ्ट और शाइनी। गोदरेज रिच क्रीम बस 15 रुपए में।
Every day I wake up, then I start to break up. Lonely is a man without love. Tú mi chiquitita, te ando vacilando, te ando enamorando con grande fervor.
The region's limestone rock formations have been shaped over thousands of years, creating caves, tunnels, and cascading waterfalls. Towering cliffs and lush vegetation surround the site, making it a surreal blend of geology and jungle. What makes Tolantongo truly magical is how nature and local innovation transformed a hidden thermal spring into one of Mexico's most dreamlike destinations. Salt Desert of Uyuni. The Salt Desert of Uyuni in Bolivia is the largest salt flat on Earth, stretching more than 4,000 square miles across the Altiplano. Formed when prehistoric lakes evaporated thousands of years ago, it now shimmers like a white mirror under the sun. During the rainy season, it transforms into a surreal giant reflection of the sky. Beneath the salt crust lies one of the world's richest lithium reserves. At over 11,000 feet above sea level, the terrain is stark yet breathtaking, surrounded by volcanoes and dotted with islands made of ancient coral. Uyuni is not just a desert, it's a natural wonder shaped by water, time, and the secrets of the earth. Plitvice Lakes National Park. Plitvice Lakes National Park, tucked in central Croatia, is a geological masterpiece carved by time and water. Formed over thousands of years through limestone and travertine deposition, the park is famed for its 16 cascading lakes linked by waterfalls and lush forest. The lakes shift in color, turquoise, emerald, or gray, depending on minerals and sunlight. This UNESCO World Heritage Site spans nearly 100 square miles and hosts rare wildlife like lynx and brown bears. The terrain is a mix of karst valleys, caves, and crystal pools where nature's chemistry turns stone into living waterfalls. Cappadocia. Cappadocia, nestled in central Turkey, is a surreal landscape sculpted by nature and time.
वीकेंड हो या वीकडेज, घर का ब्रेकफास्ट फ्रेश हो तो पूरा दिन ही अच्छा लगता है। मुझे होममेड ब्रेकफास्ट बनाना बहुत ही पसंद है, लेकिन बैटर बनाना बहुत ही टाइम कंज्यूमिंग लगता है। तब मैंने यूज करना शुरू किया ये टेबल टॉप वेट ग्राइंडर। इडली, डोसा, मधु बड़ा या फ्रेश चटनी, सबका बैटर स्मूथ कंसिस्टेंसी के साथ एफर्टलेसली रेडी हो जाता है। अब होममेड ब्रेकफास्ट बनाना और भी इजी हो गया है। अगर आप भी फ्रेश होममेड फूड एंजॉय करना चाहते हो तो इसे फ्लिपकार्ट से जरूर ऑर्डर करें और प्रोडक्ट के लिंक चाहिए तो कमेंट करें।
Introducing Speech Engine, a way for developers to turn their chat agent into a voice agent with one prompt.
I need to reschedule my delivery. Can you move it to Thursday?
Done. I've moved it to Thursday between 2 and 4 p.m. You'll get a confirmation text shortly.
Speech Engine combines our leading voice models into a single pipeline, all custom built to work best together. It connects directly to your existing agent. Your LLM, RAG, and orchestration all remain untouched, with expressive, human-like voices in 70-plus languages, industry-leading transcription, and dedicated models for natural turn-taking, voice detection, and interruption handling, all secured with enterprise-grade compliance. Speech Engine is available now in 11 API. Add voice to your agent today.
Millions of years ago, ancient volcanic eruptions blanketed the region in thick ash, which hardened into soft, tough stone. Over centuries, wind and water carved this terrain into wild rock formations, fairy chimneys, cone-shaped towers, and deep valleys. Beneath the surface lie vast underground cities, once used by early Christians to escape persecution. Above ground, entire homes and churches were carved into cliffs and spires. With its unique topography, semi-arid climate, and lunar-like terrain, Cappadocia is also one of the world's best places to soar in a hot air balloon, especially at sunrise. It's a living testament to geology, history, and human resilience, blending natural wonder with ancient ingenuity. Angel Falls. Angel Falls, tucked deep within Venezuela's Canaima National Park, is the world's tallest uninterrupted waterfall, plunging over 3,000 feet from the summit of a tabletop mountain called Auyan Tepui. Formed from ancient sandstone rock dating back nearly 2 billion years, the falls were named after aviator Jimmy Angel, who crash-landed atop the Tepui in the 1930s. Surrounded by lush jungle and shrouded in mist, Angel Falls is a breathtaking fusion of geology and mystery, where water appears to fall from the clouds themselves.
यूट्यूब पे अपनी शॉर्ट्स वायरल करनी है ना, 3 चीजें चाहिए होती हैं क्रिएटर बनने के लिए। एक निश, एक मोबाइल फोन, माइक, ट्राइपॉड और कंसिस्टेंसी। लेकिन भारत के लोग इतने आलसी हैं कि वो ये भी नहीं करते। मैं आपको सच बताता हूँ, ये सब आपके पास है तो सही। अरे आलसी की एक और पहचान बता देता हूँ। मैं कहता हूँ भैया कमिंग संडे मेरी मास्टर क्लास है ना, आप आओ। आपसे बस 21 रुपए गुरु दक्षिणा चाहिए, जो कि नीचे लिंक पे क्लिक करके होगा। लोगों से नहीं होगा, है ना, ये भी नहीं कर पाएंगे। पूरा लाइव सिखाने वाला हूँ कि कैसे 6 प्रिंसिपल फॉलो करके कैसे निश डिसाइड करना है, कैसे आप अपनी स्क्रिप्ट ले सकते हो, किस तरीके से आप कंटेंट बना सकते हो, कैसे कंसिस्टेंट रहना है और कैसे वीडियो का एसईओ करना है। ये सारी चीजें सिखाता हूँ, वो भी लाइव कमिंग संडे। लेकिन लोग आलसी हैं, नहीं आएंगे, मुझे पता है। नीचे लिंक है।
Harikuten. Paricutin, a rare volcano in Mexico's Michoacan state, dramatically emerged from a cornfield in the year 1943. Within just 1 week, it grew over 500 feet tall, eventually reaching nearly 1,400 feet. It's one of the only volcanoes in history witnessed from birth to dormancy. Located in the Trans-Mexican Volcanic Belt, Paricutin was born from a volcanic fissure due to intense tectonic activity. Today, its rugged lava fields, hardened ash layers, and the haunting ruins of a buried church stand as surreal reminders of Earth's raw power and rapid geological transformation. Cliffs of Moher. Rising majestically from Ireland's western edge, the Cliffs of Moher stretch for about 9 miles along the Atlantic coast. These dramatic cliffs reach heights of over 700 feet and were formed around 320 million years ago during the Carboniferous period. Layered with shale and sandstone, their towering faces reveal ancient seabed sediments pressed by time. Located in County Clare, the cliffs face relentless ocean winds and crashing waves, sculpting their rugged beauty. They're also a haven for puffins, razorbills, and peregrine falcons. On clear days, you can see the Aran Islands and even the mountains of Connemara.
ये शाइन देखो, और ये शाइन और फ्रेग्रेंस दोनों एक ही साथ मिल जाए तो ये है एक बॉडी मिस्ट जो कि रेने का है। मैंने फर्स्ट टाइम ऑर्डर करा था और ये इतना अच्छा है कि सोचा आपके साथ तो शेयर करना बनता है। बस इसे शेक करना है और जहाँ पे भी आपको ग्लो चाहिए ना, वहाँ पे इसे अप्लाई कर देना है। स्प्रे फॉर्म में है तो अप्लाई करना भी बहुत ज़्यादा ईजी है और ये बहुत ज़्यादा लॉन्ग लास्टिंग भी है। और ये बॉडी मिस्ट है तो एक स्पाइसी फ्रूटी सा इसका फ्रेग्रेंस है और मुझे बहुत पर्सनली पसंद आया और इसे मैंने फ्लिपकार्ट से ऑर्डर करा है जहाँ पे कैश ऑन डिलीवरी भी अवेलेबल है। अगर आप भी लेना चाहते हो तो कमेंट डाउन फॉर लिंक्स। बाय।
More than just geology, they're a symbol of Ireland's wild, poetic soul. Uluru, also known as Ayers Rock, is a giant sandstone monolith that rises over 1,100 feet above the central Australian desert. Estimated to be more than 500 million years old, Uluru was once part of an ancient seabed. Its deep red hue comes from iron oxidation in the rock. Located in the heart of the Northern Territory, Uluru is sacred to the Anangu people, who believe it was formed by ancestral beings during the dream time. Despite its dry surroundings, the rock supports unique plant and animal life, and even features seasonal waterfalls after rare rains. It's both a geological marvel and a living cultural symbol. Sossusvlei. Sossusvlei, nestled in the Namib Desert of southwestern Namibia, is a surreal salt and clay pan surrounded by some of the world's tallest sand dunes, some reaching nearly 1,300 feet. Formed by ancient winds and shifting sands over millions of years, the area's name means dead-end marsh in Afrikaans. The region's brilliant red dunes, shaped by iron oxidation, change color with the sun. Though it's one of the driest places on Earth, rare rains bring life to the pan, creating brief oases. Its stark, otherworldly terrain and dry, arid climate make Sossusvili a geological wonder and a photographer's dream. Antelope Canyon. Carved over millions of years by flash flooding and wind, Antelope Canyon in northern Arizona is a stunning slot canyon on Navajo land. Its narrow sandstone walls twist and turn like molten waves, glowing in shades of orange and red as sunlight filters through cracks above. Formed from Navajo sandstone, the canyon's smooth curves are the result of erosion caused by seasonal torrents.
இந்த 3 ஷர்ட்டை நான் அண்டர் 300 ருபீஸ்லேருந்து தான் வாங்கினேன் ஃப்ளிப்கார்ட்லேருந்து. இதோட குவாலிட்டியும் ஃபிட்டும் எப்படி இருக்குன்னு பார்க்கலாம். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஒன் இந்த ப்ளூ ஷர்ட். இதில் இந்த மாதிரி ஒயிட் கலரில் ஸ்ட்ரைப்ஸ் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. இந்த ஷர்ட்டோட மெட்டீரியல் சாஃப்டாக இருந்ததுங்க. அதே மாதிரி எனக்கு ஃபிட்டும் கரெக்டாக இருந்துச்சு. அடுத்ததா இதுவும் ஸ்ட்ரைப்டு ஷர்ட் தான், பட் 3 லைன் கொடுத்துருந்தாங்க. இந்த ஷர்ட்டோட ஃபிட்டும் எனக்கு கரெக்டாக இருந்துச்சுங்க. பட் முன்னாடி போட்ட ஷர்ட் அளவுக்கு சாஃப்டாக இல்லை. இந்த 3 ஷர்ட்டையும் நீங்கள் ஆஃபீஸ்க்கும் போட்டுக்கலாம், இல்லை நீங்கள் கேஷுவலாக வெளில போறீங்கன்னா அப்பயும் போட்டுக்கலாம். அடுத்ததா இந்த ப்ரௌன் ஷர்ட் தான். இதோட குவாலிட்டியும் எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிச்சிருந்தது. அதே மாதிரி இந்த கலருமே பார்க்க நல்ல பிரீமியமா இருந்துச்சுங்க. இதுல வந்த இந்த 3 ஷர்ட்டுமே கண்டிப்பா இந்த பிரைஸ்க்கு இது ஒர்த்துங்க. இந்த ப்ராடக்ட் டீடைல்ஸ்க்கு ஆஃபீஸ்னு கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க.
I got a call from my friend where she told me that she is joining me for lunch. But then I realized that there are no more vegetables left out in my fridge. When it comes to shop online, I trust Flipkart, where you get fresh veggies at the best rates and direct from source app to doorstep. In Flipkart, you can add all your favorite veggies at just ₹9. For me, Flipkart is a real time savior as it delivers all the household needs just in minutes with highest quality value of the product. So try it now.
Split into two sections, upper and lower Antelope, this natural wonder sits east of Page, near Lake Powell. Its surreal wave-like formations and dancing light beams make it one of the most photographed canyons in the world. Danakil Depression. The Danakil Depression in northeastern Ethiopia is one of the hottest, driest, and lowest places on Earth, sitting over 400 feet below sea level. Formed at the junction of three tectonic plates, it's a surreal landscape of salt flats, lava lakes, and neon-colored acid springs. This extreme terrain was shaped by volcanic activity and the rifting of the African and Arabian plates. Temperatures often soar above 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Despite its harshness, it's home to Afar people and rare extremophile microbes, offering a glimpse into both Earth's primal past and potential extraterrestrial life. Wadi Rum Wadi Rum in southern Jordan near the Saudi border is a dramatic desert valley carved into rose-red sandstone and granite. Often called the Valley of the Moon, it formed millions of years ago through tectonic uplift and erosion. Towering cliffs rise over 2,000 feet above golden sands shaped by wind and time.
At GoDaddy, we help you take that first step and every step after, from getting your domain to creating your
This surreal landscape, once underwater, now experiences extreme arid conditions, with temperatures swinging from over 100 degrees Fahrenheit by day to near freezing at night. Its otherworldly terrain made it a filming site for Mars scenes and a sacred space for Bedouins for centuries. Singhi de Bemaraha Singhi de Bemaraha in western Madagascar is a surreal limestone forest formed over millions of years by erosion and tectonic uplift. These razor-sharp stone pinnacles, some rising over 200 feet, were once submerged under the ocean. Wind and rain scarred sculpted the cast into an impenetrable maze. The park sits atop a plateau and hosts unique wildlife found nowhere else on Earth. Its jagged terrain is so extreme, locals named it Chingy, meaning where one cannot walk barefoot. Marble caves. Carved by water over more than 6,000 years, the marble caves of Chile lie in the remote Patagonian Andes, along the shores of Lake General Carrera. These swirling blue and white caverns are formed from calcium carbonate, sculpted by waves into breathtaking arches and tunnels. The lake's glacial waters reflect against the marble, creating a dreamlike glow. Accessible only by boat, the caves shift in color with the seasons, making them one of Earth's most mesmerizing natural wonders. Big Lagoon. Tucked within the dramatic limestone cliffs of Miniloc Island in El Nido, Palawan, the Big Lagoon in the Philippines is a breathtaking karst formation shaped by millions of years of tectonic uplift and erosion. Its turquoise waters wind through towering rock walls that once lay beneath the sea, revealing a natural cathedral sculpted by time.
A cancer diagnosis of any type can be scary, especially if your child is very young. Retinoblastoma is a rare form of childhood eye cancer that's almost always diagnosed before age 5. The good news is retinoblastoma is very treatable. Let's learn a little more about retinoblastoma itself, because knowledge is power. It affects the retina, the nerve tissue in the back of the eye that is sensitive to light and can occur in one or both eyes. Children usually develop symptoms by age 2, such as misalignment of the eyes, strabismus, leukocoria, a condition in which the pupil appears white when light shines into it, pain or redness in or around the eye, and vision problems. Retinoblastoma tumors always have genetic changes. Most of the time, those changes are only present in the tumor itself, meaning they are not hereditary, and the changes are not present in the healthy cells of the patient nor their family members. Other times, those genetic changes are also present in the healthy cells, meaning they can be passed down through a family. Children who have non-hereditary retinoblastoma only have retinoblastoma in one eye and do not have an increased genetic risk of developing other types of tumors. Children who have hereditary retinoblastoma might still have a tumor in only one eye, but are more likely to have them in both. They are also likely to start developing them at a younger age and have a higher risk of developing a tumor in the brain's pineal gland, developing other tumors later in life, such as tumors of the bones, soft tissues, and skin, and passing down the retinoblastoma genetic mutation to their own kids. That's why we recommend that all children with retinoblastoma and their families undergo genetic counseling and testing. Treatment of retinoblastoma depends on your child's individual case. In the Ocular Oncology Center, your family will see a team of specialists, led by ophthalmologists and oncologists, including interventional radiologists, genetic counselors, nurses, social workers, and other experts. Together, we draw from a well-rounded toolbox of different perspectives and therapies to create the best treatment plan for your child. Remember, retinoblastoma has one of the highest cure rates of all childhood cancers, about 98%. Even after successful treatment, your child should receive lifelong follow-ups for retinoblastoma, especially if hereditary. Questions? The Ocular Oncology Center has answers.
Accessible by kayak or small boat, this lagoon's crystal clear shallows and hidden chambers reveal coral gardens, marine life, and lush tropical surroundings. It's a geological marvel and a paradise of calm in the heart of the Bakuit archipelago. Komodo Island. Komodo Island, part of Indonesia's Lesser Sunda chain, lies between the islands of Sumbawa and Flores, and is world famous as the home of the legendary Komodo dragon, the largest living lizard on Earth. This volcanic island was formed millions of years ago through tectonic activity and now features rugged hills, dry savanna, and rich coral reefs. It is part of the Komodo National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, protecting not only the dragons, but also marine life like manta rays and sea turtles. With pink sand beaches and dramatic coastlines, Komodo is a wild mix of geological wonder and primal beauty. Verdon Gorge. Verdon Gorge, often called the Grand Canyon of Europe, cuts through southeastern France in the Provence-Alpes-Côte d'Azur region. Formed over millions of years by the Verdon River carving through limestone rock, the gorge stretches nearly 15 miles and plunges over 2,000 feet deep in places.
This blender is a very easy to use and perfect for everyday cooking. The blender has a powerful motor that can make smoothies, fresh juices, milkshakes and fruit drinks quickly. It also comes with a grinding jar so you can grind dry ingredients like spices, coffee and dry fruits, ginger, garlic paste. The design is compact and stylish so it does not take much space in the kitchen. It is easy to use and easy to clean. Price is very reasonable. If you are looking for a budget friendly blender for daily use, this is a good option. It is a useful product for every home. Comment for link super.
Its striking turquoise water owes its color to glacial minerals. Surrounded by dramatic cliffs and lush Mediterranean vegetation, this natural wonder is a paradise for rock climbers, hikers, and kayakers drawn to its wild, ancient beauty. Lake Titicaca. Lake Titicaca, straddling the border between Bolivia and Peru, is the highest navigable lake in the world, sitting at more than 12,500 feet above sea level. This ancient body of water formed millions of years ago in a high-altitude basin of the Andes Mountains. Covering over 3,200 square miles, it holds both cultural and geological significance. According to Inca legend, it is the birthplace of the sun god and the first Inca. Its waters cradle floating reed islands built by the Uros people, a unique civilization that has adapted to life entirely atop the lake. Arctic. The Arctic, centered around the North Pole, is a vast icy realm, covering more than 5 million square miles. Unlike Antarctica, it's an ocean surrounded by continents, not land covered in ice. Its sea ice forms and melts seasonally, shaped by shifting winds and currents. Formed during the last ice age, the Arctic holds clues to Earth's climate history. Despite extreme cold, it's home to polar bears, walruses, and resilient indigenous cultures.
Watch the shine disappear in 3, 2, 1. This is not your regular compact, it is the Mars Saturn Blotter Gel Compact.
The sun doesn't rise for months in winter, then never sets in summer, creating one of the most surreal environments on Earth. Redwood National Park. Redwood National Park, nestled along the northern coast of California, is a natural cathedral of giants, home to the tallest trees on Earth. These ancient coast redwoods, or Sequoia sempervirens, can grow over 379 feet tall and live for more than 2,000 years. Formed roughly 20 million years ago, these trees are descendants of forests that once covered much of the northern hemisphere during the age of the dinosaurs. The park itself was established in the year 1968, after decades of logging had devastated vast swathes of old-growth redwood forest. Today, Redwood National and State Parks collectively span more than 131,000 acres, preserving not only these iconic trees, but also pristine prairies, oak woodlands, wild rivers, and nearly 40 miles of dramatic Pacific coastline. region lies on the Cascadia subduction zone, a powerful tectonic boundary responsible for uplifting the coastal mountains and shaping the terrain. Frequent fog, created by the cool offshore currents, blankets the forest, ability, and resilience.